The president here at the University of Alberta starting the year off by announcing the university is moving away from equity, diversity, and inclusion policies, saying the terminology has become polarizing.
This is a debate that's going on not only at the university, but more broadly in society, in Canada, the United States, and elsewhere. There are some people who have come to see language around EDI as polarizing and divisive.
That comes after the university says it did consultations with over 1,000 community members around the policy commonly referred to as DEI. Instead, the U of A bringing in a similar policy under a new name, Access, Community, and Belonging, which President Flanagan says will deepen the university's commitment to removing barriers and increasing opportunities at the post-secondary institution. If that sounds similar to the goals of equity, diversity, and inclusion, those who train workplaces in EDI say it is.
I think it's semantics, to be honest. Like, we're just sort of in a space where the terminology has become really polarizing.
Why is it polarizing? Davis says DEI policies grew in the aftermath of the murder of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police. The policies meant to address inequalities hit with pushback in our politically polarized world. Davis says in her 15 years teaching diversity and inclusion, acronyms around the concept tend to change with the times.
There's so many acronyms, organizations come in and say, okay, what does this mean for us? How does it align to our values? How does it align to our policies? What's going to resonate with our employees? So it really, truly is a bit of a branding exercise.
Here in Alberta, the province recently passed Bill 18, which gives the government more control over federal university funding and priorities. The Minister of Advanced Education on social media calling the move interesting, but did not reply to CityNews' request for comment by broadcast deadline. Flanagan denies provincial involvement or influence in this decision, calling it more than a name change.
I would not describe it as just a fresh coat of paint. I would describe it as a deepening of our commitment and using language that is both, as I mentioned, both more authentic, but hopefully one that also will resonate with the community more broadly.
The Students' Union hopes this is an opportunity for further conversation around supporting marginalized students.
I think it's a lot of concern, especially when it comes to a lot of safety issues, whether it is with international students, Indigenous students, and I think it's a lot of wide arrays of issues, and I think listening to those marginalized communities and making sure that they're feeling heard is something that is really important.
The University of Alberta says they are the first major Canadian university to change their diversity policy. Reporting from Edmonton, Darcy Robchan, City News.